Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now we see the mating habits of the rainbow. As you can see, when they touch each other in such a way, out pops a demon spawn. Welcome back to G3 of My Little Pony, or really G3.5. What counts as G3 and what counts as G3.5 if you don't know. Late into this generation's lifespan, Hasbro decided to redesign all the ponies in order to make more money. And they decided to cut back on effort and budget into their cartoons to make more money. And they decided to give me nightmares to make more money. But believe it or not, this isn't exactly considered G3.5. I actually don't know what the fuck it is, but it's bad. It's really fucking bad. Where do I begin? Let's start with the obvious. The animation. The fucking animation. The rest of Generation 3 was bad, but at least I could look at it without my eyes bleeding. These character designs are so hideous. And that's the tip of the iceberg here. But down to the business. I think I found the worst animated thing in the universe. I mean, look. A fan project by unprofessional individuals look like Disney compared to this shit. And that's only comparing screenshots. Before we begin, there's only one question I've got for you guys. How do you want your brains? Fried or scrambled? Why am I stalling? Besides all of the reasons. Let's just begin. Do you really want to put your name on this piece of shit? I mean, you could just pass it off as a fan film. Oh wait, this was before Friendship is Magic. God, this franchise really was on its last legs. Hey, Logo, can we talk? On what planet do these abominations look like equines of any kind? Because it sure ain't fucking Earth! Okay, so we start off by having the screen throw up some colors at us. And we see what's on the other side of the rainbow. Keep in mind that this is all part of an 11-minute thing, and all these scenes are doing are wasting time. Ooh, butterflies! Look, stupid children, there are some butterflies! They'll keep you quiet while your parents neglect you! We follow what I'm assuming any of the show's budget went to. The fuck? First of all, yeah, ripping off the first G3 episode again! Just replay the fucking animation. It'll be cheaper and somehow better! Secondly, what the fuck is she awkwardly staring at? The camera spins around because I can only assume it died, and honestly I don't blame it. Then we get our title screen. Yay! By the way, it has almost nothing to do with this episode. There are two rainbows, but that's about it. They don't go over it or do anything with it.
I remember the day Sweetie Belle first came to Ponyville. How could any of us forget?
Who's Sweetie Belle? Look, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Well, I don't fucking know is reading. 3 aliens are just staring off into space smiling. Have you ever heard of a brain fart? Well, I'm assuming that these things had a brain bowel evacuation because they're just staring. For the love of God, picture books are more animated than this piece of shit.
And Rainbow Dash looked better than ever.
Liar! She looks better after being mutilated with toxic waste and being hatched from a spider's egg sac? I mean, if we're going through G3 continuity, hell, G3.5 continuity, what the hell am I even talking about? Wow, even though this is one of the laziest ass pieces of pandering that I've ever fucking seen, they managed to be even more lazy by holding still on frames for no apparent reason. Huh, I was right. This is a fucking picture book. Actually, if it was, I could fucking burn it!
Be sure to get my good side.
Who said that? I would say that they're not even trying, but I really don't have to state the obvious, do I? I take back what I said in Operation Princess. I guess keeping the mouths closed the entire time would be worse, because their mouths don't move once. They literally drew one flash asset for each of the characters and moved it around. This must be the only animation in existence that lasts longer than it took to make.
Never mind, they're both good. And don't forget the scarf.
Oh hey, you're a vapid asshole! Excellent!
Yeah, Rainbow Dash, it's super sweet. Be sure to get my good side.
Oh my god, they're only using one voice actress. Someone punch me! They're only using one voice actress. Is there something I'm missing? Is this like that Dexter's Lab episode where some 7-year-old sent something in and they decided to air it? No, that would actually be better. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I could say that I could do better, but literally anyone could do better than what's thrown at the screen here.
Not one cloud in the sky. Well, not at first anyway.
This is what's going to settle for a conflict in this thing. A rainstorm.
Their god shall smite them.
No! They have no god!
Looks so good.
Sorry, someone messaged me on AIM. Wait, I don't have AIM, I use Skype. For the love of animation, try somewhere! I mean fucking try!
Everyone into my playhouse. Quick!
Not even trying to sync it up properly. Did you literally try anywhere? The voice acting has no direction. The character models look hideous. It's barely animated. Your sound effects are stolen. It's edited like shit. And the story? Good fucking god, what story? I said the picture books are better animated? Well, photo albums tell better stories. Rain? No, I'm not calling it Rainbow Dash. I'm just gonna call it the blue one. They'll be referred to as the blue one, the yellow one, the pink one, and the stupid one. Because that's what they remind me of. The blue one loses her scarf, and that's supposed to be the conflict.
Come on, just leave it.
Why the hell would you do that? It's not like you're gonna be hit with a hurricane. And no, the overly dramatic music doesn't convince me otherwise. The worst thing that's going to happen is that you're going to get a little wet. Unless these things melt in the rain. Actually, considering whatever species they are, that might be a distinct possibility.
But my scarf, my dress-up party.
Because if they didn't mention that, you'd lose the interest of the... Wait, I don't even know who the hell this is for. I mean, the normal G3, I can't believe I even said that, is pandering to girls. This has writing that wouldn't even entertain infants, and the models would do nothing but make infants cry. This is virtually useless to any audience! Really, your thunder sound is a drum riff, a cymbal clang. What's the matter? Couldn't find royalty-free thunder sounds? Just wait for a fucking storm outside your house! Oh wait, you wanted to kick this out in 5 minutes just to make a quick buck. I understand, you greedy bastards. Huh, it does seem to be a hurricane. Where the fuck are their parents? They literally play the exact same clips over and over again. And then, my god, that is some of the most uncanny movement that I've ever seen. The rain stops eventually, and I do mean eventually because literally all this is fucking padding. However, this randomly decides that the conflict is that scarf getting wet, and not being trapped during a storm. Oh wait, Hasbro didn't want to teach the toddlers what conflict is, so they need more shit like this!
But that's when we saw it. The most amazing, magical, and all-around fantastical thing a pony can see.
Effort. Please be effort. Please be effort. Please be effort.
2 rainbows is one thing. But 2 rainbows that touch? That's something different altogether.
Oh yeah, the rainbow's having sex and spawning out a unicorn. I'm not even being like, I guess the word is creative. They use words like touch and born, so I can only assume that the rainbows are having sex. And I'm getting some serious Ren 6 flashbacks. What is that baby wrapped in? Hey, idiots! Behind you! Just turn around. It's over there. Stop staring at me. The point of interest is over there. The pony, I'll call this one Freak of Nature, falls into the mud and...
Ah, my scarf! Oh no.
Oh, for the love of all things pleasant in this world, there are a shit ton of things you could do to make this clear. Close that pony's mouth. Control where the audio is coming from. Show the camera on the blue one. Have her mouth move! I know that it's tough to animate. It's tough to draw. To make things look pleasant to the eye. Have each character be fluid. Have a story that has some sense of tension. And have sound effects that sound real. But dipshits, this is the job that you picked! Either put your all into it, or get a job as, I don't know, McDonald's janitors. You'd probably be paid more. Then again, you probably aren't qualified.
What do you think it is?
I have no fucking clue. It looks nothing like I've ever seen before. Why do I feel like the pink one is going to try to eat the white one? I'm not the only one who sees this, right?
Maybe a fairy. Or a dragon.
If you're not going to have the mouse move, only have one character on screen at a time. Or have the decency to give each of them a separate fucking voice. What the fuck is it doing with its arms? You know what? I really think that I don't want to know.
Yeah, unicorn. But what about my scarf?
Hey, a baby plopped out of the sky and doesn't got no parents. But hey, I only care about my clothes that aren't mine that got dirty. What the fuck am I looking at? Good God, that's going to haunt my nightmares. And suddenly, flowers! The blue one doesn't give a crap about anything except the scarf, because these creatures apparently can't hold more than one thing in their minds simultaneously. That's probably what they were doing at the beginning, dropping all of their activities to breathe or, I don't know, metabolize or something. The white one puts the blue one in a bubble and gets her to fall into the mud with no sound effects whatsoever.
Oh no. Can things get any worse?
Unless Bambi eats a placenta, Brian Griffin gives a baby herpes, or they make an animated movie of one of the worst video games ever made, I don't think so.
Isn't she cute?
Huh, is she cute?
She isn't even supposed to be here. She's a unicorn. And everybody in Ponyville knows that unicorns belong in Unicornia.
Wait a minute, is the blue one racist? God in heaven, what the hell? How, like, I don't even know. What the fuck just happened? No, seriously. You've got to convey this better. I mean, if a full-grown adult doesn't have the capability to process what you're trying to convey, I don't think that the shit on the bottom of your shoe has the brain power to do it either. And that's a damn shame, because that's the only audience you'd ever get to see this. The demon baby fixes the scarf, and then the episode dies. Fashion show from hell, and then there's literally nothing else here.
Sweetie Belle.
The fuck? Why the... No, we're done here. We are done. Oh, and they literally play the beginning of the episode in reverse. Like, I'm surprised that the birds don't fly backwards. You fail! You fail! You were probably having lunch in the 5 minutes it took to make this. What did it cost you? The lint out of the back of your pocket? 2 fucking writers. I'm gonna stop the credits here because I have some very unpleasant thoughts right now. But let's get down to the final verdict here. Now, it's one thing when these bullshit pandering shows make it on television. There's not much you can really do, except tell your kids not to watch them. This stuff, you've got to specifically go out of your way to buy for your kids. And if you do that, I'm fairly certain you don't give the slightest crap. It won't even keep your kids quiet. They're probably too smart to be entertained by this. I mean, the only thing that I'd ever think of using this for is torturing Badooz and Sway Sway Clockwork Orange style. You'd have to be an infant to accept the juvenile and insulting writing. But if you are an infant, the character models look too freaky! I'm insulted that someone would think this was acceptable for children. My god, it is called quality control! You know what people who make this kind of shit remind me of? They're pretty much Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy, without any hint of likability, just doing a half-assed job to get a quick buck out of unsuspecting kids. And if you want to defend that, well, go ahead. But I'm not.